Physical site assessments are critical to protecting and promoting the safety of students and staff in our school division. FERSA Public Safety Specialist Gary Dillon recently met with Jamie Bartlett, Director of Safety and Security with Alexandria City Public Schools, to discuss the measures they are taking to ensure safety for students and staff.
I am retired from the city police department here in Alexandria. I retired after 32 years as a captain in charge of the traffic division. I came to the city police in Alexandria straight out of the Army.
Can you share with us some of the biggest challenges that you face with building security here at ACPS?
So the initial challenges were taking the people that were working in the individual schools as what they called hall monitors back then, which basically meant they sat in a hall in a chair and told kids, get to class, don't yell, take your time, that sort of thing, into security officers, which requires training by the Department of Criminal Justice Services in Virginia, and then putting in place a sort of an operational security plan that had never existed. People in schools, staff in schools, wore nothing to identify themselves from parents or strangers coming into schools. That was the first thing we had to do, was ask them to wear identification badges so we would know who they were when they came into the schools. The other thing was to get people to start locking doors. People did not require people to come in through one entrance and sign in through the visitor management system. Even though those things existed, they didn't use them as much. So that's been a big part of it, is the reminders, the annual reminders, the monthly reminders at principals meetings and those sorts of things.
The discussion then focused on how safety and security is factored into the design of new school buildings or the renovation of existing buildings.
I'd say it's part of the discussion now. We have constructed one new school, but I was able to affect the types of security systems that went into the building. That's the first building that we have that has full electronic access on every exterior door and some interior doors. We used that building to develop a standard for video for the school system. And we've since rolled that to other schools that we have renovated, 2 other schools that we've renovated, and we're working on a 3rd now.
So moving on to the existing schools, retrofitting them is, I'm sure, a lot more difficult than building a school from the ground up when you're implementing security measures. Have you found that to be very challenging with retrofitting the existing schools?
It is challenging. Most of our schools now, with the exception of maybe 2, have security vestibules built into them. Every school that we go into and renovate, we add the electronic locks to it, we add the state-of-the-art video to it, and that makes a big difference for us.
When considering the physical site security of a school, Bartlett considers a number of factors.
Probably the first thing we look at is the layout of the building, the entrance of the building. Does it have a security vestibule? Is there a place that we can channel visitors to where they have to sign in through the visitor management system? What we look for is a place where people can put eyes on visitors very quickly. We look at the exterior of the school for escape routes if there's a problem. Where can you put the kids to keep them safe? And then we consider the physical part of it. How do we secure doors? What measures can we take? Where can we place cameras? That sort of thing.
Bartlett and his team focus on training for administrators and teachers on maintaining the security measures that have been put into place.
9 times out of 10, a kid won't open the door for you. If a kid sees a stranger, they'll go talk to a teacher that's on the playground. Really, it's more adults. They've been polite all their lives. They hold doors open for people. That's the kind of behavior that we have to change. We talk to them about wearing their ID cards, about challenging visitors. If someone doesn't have a visitor badge on, we talk to them about challenging them, making them go to the office, making sure that everybody knows their purpose there.
After their discussion, Bartlett and Dillon toured the Patrick Henry K-8 school.
Yeah, this is what we call a security vestibule. You approach the outside door, you press the button, and you speak to the people inside on most occasions, or they can come open the door for you. Now you're in a locked area. You can't proceed any further until you're allowed into the, and this funnels you into the office through this door where you have to sign in through the visitor management system and then wherever you need to go.
Both Dillon and Bartlett agree that visitor management is key, even for small localities. School security is an important and quickly changing topic, one that Bartlett is proud to be a part of.
I do it because I see a need for it. You know, there's a lot of places that security in schools could evolve, and there's always the tug of war between keeping students and staff safe and not being a prison-like environment. And so that's really my main motivation for doing this.
For more information on physical site assessments, training, or resources available from Versa, please visit www.versa.us.